All right, guys, welcome to the team chat. Thank you so much for making this a Thursday instead of a Wednesday. I know that it's just, I hate it when things are like different days, but thank you so much for making the effort to be on this. We are going to be talking with Vu here in a little bit. She made a pre-video for our call because she got her wisdom teeth out like today and it looks freaking amazing. Goodness, when I got my wisdom teeth out, I had like a diaper on my face. It was frozen. I was like a hot mess. But anyway, so I want to hop right into her content. So if you do you want to introduce the content?
Yeah. So I actually didn't introduce myself at all in my video, and we're always growing. So first of all, I'm Willey. My team is called Team Empowered Fitness, and I've been with Sam for about actually 3 years, like a week ago. So I consider myself a very successful coach because of my own personal journey and the journey that I've been able to take people on. I know that, we define success in different ways, but that's my talk later today. So anyway, thank you so much for joining. And I made this video because I didn't want to get distracted with the wisdom teeth today, and I would love to hang out and take some questions after. Elizabeth, who's on the call, she's my success partner. You'll see her in the video a lot because we got to do this together. But yeah, so we're just hanging out and let's see what the video says.
Awesome. So I'm going to screen share. Hopefully there isn't too much of a delay. And hopefully we can all just like watch this nicely together. So
it's Vu. It's actually almost midnight on Wednesday night. And I have had a few crazy weeks and totally spaced that I'm actually having 4 of my wisdom teeth removed tomorrow. So there's a chance that I may be out of it tomorrow night. And totally my fault. But what I thought I could do is make a video and share this with you. And hopefully I will be able to just come and answer some questions.
Oh, what just happened? I don't know what that error is. Is that my whole computer? I don't see you guys either. Oh, there. I see everybody but Vu. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Oh, there. I see Vu now. I wonder what just happened.
Sometimes that happens that's YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Let me refresh and let's try again. All right,
What's up, team? Pumped up. It's Vu. It's actually almost maybe out of it tomorrow night, even if it's typing, because it will have been like 12 hours by then. Anyway, so I want to show you guys a flipogram. My success partner, Elizabeth, that you see in our group as well. She shared one with her team, and I thought it was a great idea to kind of show you, if you're not friends with me or if you're not seeing them on your feed, what it is that, we experienced. So I'm just going to go full screen. I apologize for the sizing of some of these pictures because they're just kind of big and awkward at times. So I should share my screen first. There we go. Okay, now go full screen and let you guys watch this. Okay, well, that's how long the music goes. I apologize if it was loud on your end. As soon as this is over, wow, that was not a good formatting. I'm going to, give you some of our highlights. And yeah, okay. So this ship is the biggest in the Caribbean, and I have never cruised before, and I guess Royal Caribbean is a really great line. I've heard this from people. They're not Beachbody, and Elizabeth and I, we basically earned our trips because we got Success Club 5, as well as at least 12 coaches for the month or for the year of 2015. So we got, we earned the Success Club points as well as $600 credit, onboard credit. So, amazing boat. We have upgraded rooms. Actually, let me see. I'm going to mute this and I'm going to play it again. This is the view from my balcony. This was my room. I was just so impressed with everything in the ship. This is the ship. I mean, it didn't suck. Let's just say it this way. But this is still all the ship, and then now we're in Bahamas, and this was an island across from Nassau, and this was all Beachbody people as well. And scenery and everything just made us feel so abundant and blessed. And you can see how big our boat is compared to all the other boats. It's like literally twice the size. And we met some of our Meg's team, and that was the panel with the coach, or not coaches, the super trainers. And you guys, I posted the hour-long video of the top 10 panel. I didn't take any pictures because I just recorded that whole thing, and that is in our Pumped Up in our Pumped Up page. And I highly recommend you carve out, even if it's 10 minutes at a time, and watch that. And there's Elizabeth again a few times in there. So this was business and pleasure in a way where I got to see Elizabeth again. She's my success partner for over a year. I got to work out with some amazing trainers. In one picture, you'll see Tony Horton right there, because he actually said, "Hey, I'm working out at the gym if you want to show up." In the panel with the trainers, and 30 of us showed up. He did that every day. He worked out with us. He is that nice of a guy, and he killed me, and I couldn't walk for 4 days. And then it was nice to just do our own thing with Dan. We have 2 small kids, so it was nice to actually go somewhere and be a couple again. And then at night, we would meet up with Elizabeth and her husband, or the other coaches in Meg's team from Team Fit Addicted, and hang out. But the whole boat being coaches, it was a different energy, you guys. I mean, like, we feel this at Super Saturday, we feel this at Summit, but we are all on a boat 24/7. I mean, I would walk down at 4 a.m. and people were kind. They were happy. They were positive. It's just like an electrifying energy. It's hard to explain. So I hope that gives you like a little bit of an overview. The fact that we had this cruise, Elizabeth and I, pushed us very much so to keep hitting Success Club. We both got All-Star. Actually, it's a coincidence, but it's in the same month. We both upped our non-negotiable from 5 to 10 because of this. And the thing is, we wouldn't have, even though we, are a pretty good team, we wouldn't have pushed each other this way, because every time something changed, and we went for it and we achieved it, we're like, oh my gosh, we can do this. So so the Success Club trip definitely pushed us to do better, and showed us that, the limits that we were setting were just literally the limits we were setting. They weren't real limits. So what are some of my takeaways? You need to get to an event, any event, Super Saturday, if it's a fit club, you need to get to an event and be with other Beachbody people. especially if you can get with your hubby. My husband has always been really supportive. I've always been really happy, with the way, like, literally he will cook and clean so I can do business and I can get my workouts in, because he knows that those are the non-negotiables of my business. But I don't think that he got it like as much as he thought he did. And, I didn't get it for a year either. So, but I think he really gets the big picture now, so as I do too, because I've had some aha moments. So the panel, they've had a lot of nuggets. Amy Silverman, she said, stop thinking and start doing, just keep failing, because out of these failures is going to come the right way. And just stop being so self-conscious about what other people think, which I know is easier said than done. Out of the panel came that they message 30 people a day to be where they are. So you guys, you got to realize that's the top 10. Top 10 messages 30 people a day. So what if I just want to be one of those anonymous 6-figure makers? Think about that. I mean, it is not rocket science. They all set up there, different shapes and sizes, different backgrounds, different education levels, and said, it's not rocket science. Just have to have belief in yourself. And then, even though I've heard this before, I mean, I'm a coach. I've been a coach for 3 years. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself at all, if you don't know me. But I've been with this team for 3 years, and I've heard this time and time again, that you just have to believe in yourself. It sounds like a motivational poster. However, when I saw the top 10 panel on the stage, and I'm sitting in the crowd, and I'm looking at them, and obviously remarkable women, so I hope you don't get this wrong, but literally the only difference between them and me is that they believed in themselves, and I didn't believe in myself. There was one coach that was really nervous to be up there. You could tell. Obviously, it was a safe place, but, it just really humanized those top 10 elite coaches for me, because I think we look up to them as, again, as role models. That's great. But I think we make them superhuman, and they are so not any of that. I don't know that, like, is there one or two of them that have abs? I mean, like, and that's not my point either, but what I'm seeing is they just make it happen regardless of whatever we think a top 10 coach should be. Lindsay Matway, she's, I think, like from a different universe. She's amazing and perfect and graceful. I mean, she's perfect. But the other 9 they have their vulnerabilities, they have their imperfections, just like any one of us. And that's the biggest takeaway from this whole trip. When I'm looking around and seeing these 6-figure makers, and I'm saying, like, what is she doing that I'm not? And it's consistency, and it's believing in yourself. And you guys, I can sit here and tell you that, but until you get to an event and see it for yourself, like physically understand that that's it. And it's not, the thing is, they weren't doing a presentation, they were doing a Q&A. So I love that. It wasn't prepared, it was just like them being real, and that's when all the light bulbs went off in my head. Another thing was that you need to be so proud that you're a Beachbody coach. You are a Beachbody coach. You are in it to help people, and you're in it to help people, with their weight loss, with their health, with their energy, with their finances, and you need to be proud of that, and you need to scream that from the mountains. Because I think the quote was, if you don't, someone else will, and they're going to go and be a coach on their team. And they said, and it's probably going to be somebody sitting right on the stage. There's nothing to be ashamed of about being a Beachbody coach, especially when you know your intentions are pure. And that they just talked about their non-negotiables. Bonnie, she said her non-negotiable is 20. That's what I'm shooting for now. I mean, why wouldn't I shoot for 20? What's the difference between 3 people to 5 people to 10 people? It is literally the limit I chose to set for myself. And if anything you take away from this, Zoom presentation, again, I apologize, is that we are the limits we set for them ourselves. And I've been listening to this as personal development for years, probably a year and a half actually. And not until now did it really make sense. Again, I'm hoping I'm here to take some questions. I'm hoping you felt like you were there. I posted a million pictures on Facebook. Feel free to friend me. But amazing opportunity. I'm so grateful that I took a guilt-free vacation with my husband instead of feeling like I had to bring my kids. Because I can do something different with them. This was paid for. We enjoyed ourselves immensely. It was just the right amount of business and just the right amount of fun. Only 2 days was there a panel. Oh, and let me briefly talk about the trainer panel. These guys are awesome. I mean, I think we already love our trainers because they've helped us make so many transformations, and we literally use their expertise to help our challengers. But they're just, Autumn talked about her candida problem. She said she was depressed. She said she was tired all the time. She had aches and pains and things, and people kept saying, you are as healthy as they come. You are the epitome of health. And she said, but I knew something was wrong, and I kept looking for answers. And that's what she wants you to do. She wants you not to give up, and she wants you to keep trying. And Sagi talked about mindset. He talked about being grateful. He talked about being intentional. He talked about, making it happen. Tony Horton, he talked about just not caring about what other people think. And that when you don't care about what other people think, you are able to be your authentic self, and you can be happy, and you know what you mean. So then you don't worry about what other people think you mean. Joel and Jericho, I don't know too much about them. They're, it's our theory that they're going to be releasing something soon. And I'm sure you've heard about the Country Heat and the 20-somethings, I think it's called, the reality show that's going to be on Beachbody On Demand. It was nice to be part of an exclusive audience, packed full of the auditorium, listen to Carl. And I'm going to find his speech on multi-level marketing, the other companies. I don't want to spoil it all. It's a quick 90-second clip, I think. I love him. I mean, I'm just so proud to be in a company where he's our leader, because I do 100% believe that everything and everybody in our leadership has the right intentions. And I am proud to have Beachbody associated with myself personally, because we're all our own brands. So when people think Willey and they think Beachbody, that's amazing. I don't want this to be too long, especially because it's not live. So I'm going to sign off now. If for whatever reason I'm not here, my cats were freaking me out. Sorry. If for some reason I'm not here, I'm always available. I'm always accessible. Message me, send me a pigeon. And you can't get me to shut up anyway, so I'll be on Zoom soon, just with 4 less teeth. All right. Thanks, guys. Love you all. Bye.
Oh my gosh, Boo. That was so great.
Thank you.
Were you guys able to see that okay? Yeah? Okay. I wanted to touch on a couple things. Like, I took like tons of notes. What is that? Oh, I was like, that must be a video. I was like, what is that noise? But I wanted to say that every single takeaway that you had was exactly how I felt in Cancun. Like, whenever you were there, it like felt like I was being taken back to Cancun to the Success Club trip a couple years ago. And I was just like, it's so real and it's so palpable. And when you're there, like even just with the pictures, like I felt the same feelings that I had whenever I was on that trip. I have a terrible fear of cruises, which is why I wasn't on the cruise. It's an irrational fear, but it's a fear nonetheless, and I will never be on a cruise. But I'm so glad that you guys were able to go and able to feel that and able to see it. And the top 10 panel, you said you posted that in the team? Okay.
In the team page, yep.
Okay, so I would definitely highly suggest watching that entire thing. I know that I watched the trainers' videos that you posted. Those were absolutely gold. So definitely take some time this week and next week to digest all of that content that Vu put out there for us, because like she said, it really does, when you're in there, that's exclusive, and people choose. In the Success Club trip, people choose not to go. So the coaches who, and by go, I mean go to the speeches and the panels and things like that, people choose to stay at the pool or to, be in their room or whatever. So Vu took the time to really make sure that she invested in her business, and she was at the panel and really digested all of that. So I'm really, really thankful for that. So I think that was that. I just agreed. Like, I didn't have any questions because I was just like, yes. Like, I just ate it up. Did anybody else have any questions for Vu or about the trip or Success Club in general, about anything?
Who's on the phone, by the way?
Yeah, who was on the phone?
Oh, this is Brooke.
Hi, Brooke.
Hi, Brooke.
Hey.
Welcome.
Sorry, I was getting my kid to sleep and I was just listening. So
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much for being on. Awesome.
yeah, it was awesome. Like, just hearing about like the vibe of everyone there on this cruise. I was just like, that is something I want to feel. Whenever I'm surrounded by people.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just love that.
I love that too. And one of the things that I think is really important to really notice when Vu said that, you're just surrounded and the energy is different. I heard through the grapevine that the Royal Caribbean staff actually said, was it you, Vu, that said that?
We're the happy cruise. We're the stress-free people. They actually can request charters again. Multiple staff members said they requested Beachbody because we're, fun. We don't get stressed out, and they loved us.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's something that you'll feel at every single event. You will feel it at the Super Saturday, which is coming up next Saturday, April 2nd.
Right.
April 2nd.
Is it?
Huh? I have the 2nd. Is
Okay.
it not the 2nd?
Could be right.
Okay. Well, look it up. We'll put it in the team page. But Super Saturday that's coming up, I mean, they're going to be all over the United States and Canada, and just make sure that you get to one. Because you feel that at Super Saturday, you feel it at Summit, you feel it on the Success Club cruise. Whenever everybody gets to that leadership level, you're going to feel it at leadership. You're going to feel it at all of these events. And it really comes down to, that rule of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. When you're surrounding yourself with coaches all the time, you become happier. And you become a better person. And I think that that's something that we all do really collectively and wonderfully as a team. And it's all coming back to personal development and believing in yourself. And you won't reach those goals until you believe in yourself. And I know that that's kind of hard and tough love. I was in trauma classes all for the whole day. So I'm kind of in my ER mode. But it's true. If you don't believe in yourself, you won't reach your goals. You'll reach some of them, and you'll reach some little ones, but the big ones that you want so bad, you have to believe it with everything in your being that you are going to reach it. And then you will, but you have to believe first. So Vu, what do you think? Will you ever miss a Success Club trip now?
No, and if you're not on the waitlist on Punta Cana, get on the waitlist, because there's no investment right away. It still gives you time to think about it. Even when it's your number, you get 48 hours to make a move or not. Especially knowing what we know, it's going to get tougher to get on these trips because everybody wants to go.
Yeah.
So definitely, if that's nothing, just get off this phone and then do that when you're done, because there's no downside. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say too, if you see the wait list and you think it looks super long and there's no way you're going to get on the trip, trust me, everybody who wanted to go this year got on, but it was they made up plans because they thought they weren't going to, and then they did. So you can pretty much bet that you'll have a chance to go, because if you really want to, other people above you are going to decline, and they will get to your name most likely.
Yeah. And so plan on it. So like Vu said, sign up for Punta Cana right now. It's successclub2017.com.
Yeah, or puntacana2017.com.
Puntacana2017.com. Go there, sign up, get on the wait list. The next step then is to make sure that you're hitting Success Club every month so that you don't have to pay for the trip, because nobody wants to pay for a trip that can be free. I mean, come on. So make sure that you sign up and get on it. And then the next trip in 18, I mean, trips are just, they're unbelievable. And Punta Cana is, so I went to Cancun, and Cancun was an all-inclusive resort. A little bit different from the cruise, because they have like cruise dollars and things like that. So it's way simpler because it's just free. You hit Success Club every single month, and then it's free. You don't have to deal with any onboard credit, and you get credit for like the spas and stuff. So it's all really, really great. I would highly, highly suggest making sure that you are earning Success Club now so that you can be in Punta Cana in April or May, whichever wave.
So just for this year, because Elizabeth and I got 600 for 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone who got 600 for 5 just got a cash refund.
Oh,
so it wasn't onboard credit for us. I do think that if you got the 2,500 like elite, that was definitely credit, but I got cash.
Oh, okay, great, awesome, perfect. Yeah, because I got travel. Now that you mentioned that, I got travel cash for Cancun. Yeah. So, I mean, guys, these trips, we're talking about the friggin' Bahamas, Cancun, and Punta Cana, like, for free. I mean, why would you not want to do that? For helping people. Like, we get rewarded for helping people. That's what we're all here to do. We're here to help other people and just make sure that we can help transform their lives in the way that our lives have been transformed. So it's really just, it just comes back to believing in yourself, believing that you can help the people that you want to help, and then just helping them. That's all it comes down to. So I really appreciate you so, so much for getting on this. I'm glad that we were able to record it. So I will have this ready for the team tomorrow. Does anybody else have any other questions or last minute things that you wanted to ask? Thank you, Vu. Oh my goodness, you are such a rock star. Thank you so, so much. And we will be talking next week. Oh goodness, what's the date? The 30th. So we will be back on our Wednesday schedule on the 30th. And we will be live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope you guys have an awesome, awesome night. And thank you so much, Boo. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.